What? Hot. Hello, you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hi. Hello. It's going to be a little bit Speedy Gonzalez. It's got some stuff that we need to do. Places we got to be. So there's some tigers, and then there is a tiger. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fred, I saw your face. Hello, hi, there's a good boy. Oh, oh, oh boy. I got sucked into another game. I mean, it's got its clutches into me bad. He's like, I will heal you. Put your feet up to my feet. Let's touch Pete's and let the grace of Snuffles flow through you. And it'll exercise the demon game that has taken all of your time, your energy and attention. But yeah. Got into Elden Ring. And I knew it was gonna do that. I've known it for because it's been out for what, a year? Something like that. I knew it was gonna. That's I'll actually actively sometimes I'll avoid certain things where it's just that's gonna get you. That one's gonna. After I started winning all the awards and especially when you start seeing memes, just when you start seeing certain things that just randomly show up in message boards and meme curation zones that have nothing to do with the thing, that's when you know oh, this is starting to have cross-cultural, cross-whatever. It's bleeding into other genres. The boy. But yeah. I finally said you know what, just because I'd gone through and beaten. I'd gone through a bunch of games that I'd wanted to go through, where it's just okay, check that one off the list, check that one off the list, check that one off the list, because I'm a gamer. That's what I do. Tigers, jiu-jitsu, games, and eating tasty food. That's those are my things. And then when you gotta have hobbies. Ooh, girls. Hi. But yeah, it's like, and there's certain things where it's like, you know, you just take one hit, and then all of a sudden it's like in the scenes in the movie where it's like, oh, you do like a thing, and then like the colors on the screen starts to kind of change a little bit, and then like the camera starts to get a little bit off kind of kilter, and then you like the first notes of Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit starts playing, like do 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 do. That's where you know, like, oh no, it's gotten me. Oh no. I remember saying that recently about there's times where it's like you'll feed cats, and you'll give them like a cow head or a horse head, and like the neck is pretty well, you know, like it's like a pretty full-sized neck. Sometimes we'll have to kind of chop up and partition the necks, but sometimes you'll give a head that's got a bit of a longer, more elongated neck piece, and this doesn't always happen, but sometimes the cats will get it, and then they do a kill bite on it, and it's such a, and if you haven't seen it, it's such an interesting kind of thing. Because like they like sink. It's not like like so many people think like tigers and lions, like they get like this, like, oh, there's this frenzy. There can be frenzied moments, but those kind of the freaky ones, the scary ones, are where they like settle in to a thing. So like what they'll do is that they'll like lay, and then they just like kind of they'll like bite onto the neck, and then they just kind of sink in. They're just like, and then it's like their bodies like melt into the ground, and like their paws are over the head, and then and their eyes close, and it's like they get transported to like this other place. It's the and again, it's the same. It's like they took a hit of something good. They took a hit of something that they really enjoyed, and that's the same kind of moment where again, do 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 do. That's, you ever see that? That's, you think like, oh, that is, they are on a trip somewhere. And one makes you small. All right. Yeah. Been into it, and it's super. I remember when it won Game of the Year, and this was. It kind of caused a bit of a stink because a lot of people thought that Thor Ragnarok should have won, and there's a lot of just you know, and I kind of was one of them, just like, because I thought Thor Ragnarok was amazing. Still, it's a masterpiece. And as far as like the type of, oh boy, hi. But you know, two different games, different experiences, different ways of kind of engaging within like a video game world. As far as like telling this like incredible narrative that's like this great story that's incredibly well acted. Of course, like Thor Ragnarok, clearly the better thing. Because it's like there's like more clearly definable, like that's this person, and then they're over here and they're doing this kind of thing. It's more of a linear experience. The characters are extremely well crafted. I love the dialogue. Like sometimes there's such a great, and I love environmental storytelling. It's one of my favorite things that's just risen in like the last like 10 years, where it's not just like cutscenes in between action moments, but there's like these little moments where you're traversing from one section to another. You're climbing up a wall, you're in a boat, you're doing something, you're walking along some land, and there's dialogue. The characters are talking to each other, and they're explaining like different contextual bits about other characters, about stories, about what the next step is. And it's like, I love that. And honestly, some of the best ones in a video game I've ever seen were God of War Ragnarok, and just different conversations that like Kratos and Atreus and oh crap, what's his name? Starts with an M. You know, like he's the head. He's literally just a head that's strapped to Kratos' belt. It starts with an M. Has a Scottish accent. Oh man. It's like some gamer. No, well, I can't think of it. Anyway, their dialogue, like a lot of times it was just fun. And it may not, like they would, so like tons of the dialogue may not have anything to do with like the main storyline, but it was just like world building stuff. But it was fascinating every single time. It was something new, and there's so much. That was the other thing. Oh, also, look at. Heidi was working on this. All the finishing touches. Heidi and Brittany and Elias. So there's like, you know, putting in plants and bushes and stuff like that, which required literal pickaxing. Because these have been packed down by leopards and cougars. But look at all of the things. Also, all of those are walkways. So the walkways, and then they go all the way around. And then yeah, there's loggies, and then Calvin did a teeter-totter, because in the sunroom we have an inversion table, which we use, you know, because we work out here in the outside. It's nice actually having something that can help to kind of like pop some of your vertebrae. So having an inversion table. But Juno, she just likes just you would run up and like, and then she'd run to the other side. So we're like, all right, I guess that's the thing you like. So got Juno's little teeter-totter. Got like the steps going up. So this is where Juno and Loki and Roman and Luna are going to be able to live. Pretty cool, huh? I had basically zero to do with this. I'm just putting that out there right now. I literally, I don't know if I really had anything to do with any of this in here. This is all like Calvin and Heidi and other people. So don't say good job, Derek. My whole portion is to be like, what do you think? To you, to all you. That's what I do. Red Dead Redemption 2, they did like they really took that environmental storytelling thing like up to the next level. It shows you what you could do with it and just how it enhances that experience, the immersive experience of that story and that open world kind of thing that you're in. Oh, but anyway, talking before about like, oh yeah, I know Elden Ring won Game of the Year, and then I hadn't played it at that time. I hadn't played Elden Ring, only played God of War. A bunch of people were just like, rip off. But now, after playing Elden Ring for a bit, like, I get it. And that's like, that would have been a hard decision, because I still think that God of War is an amazing thing. I haven't gone all the way through Elden Ring, but I am already seeing just like what they achieved is just, it is ludicrous in scope. It's huge. And it's so chock full. It's just stuff. There's so much. There's just so much. It's very hard to wrap your head around it fully. Hey. But I get it. Now, and just all the different, like, it truly is like a customizable experience. Sometimes people will say like, oh, this is an RPG or this is an open world experience. And it's not really an RPG and it's not really an open world. But this definitely is both of those things, easily. Or it's just like, oh, it's a pseudo open world with RPG elements. But yeah, there's super good, very good. And yes, I am dying often. But I've been watching a lot. Now this is the thing, my algorithm is just completely jacked up. All of my Google searches, all of my YouTube videos are just like, would you like to see more Elden Ring stuff? Because I'm having to look up so many things so often. Now it's like all that gets like recommended, and eventually like I'm not gonna be playing it, but it's still gonna recommend stuff, and I'm just gonna be like, all right, I'm done with that. That part of my life was closed. I watched PewDiePie's Zero Death Run, which then caused me to go through and be like, hey, let's see what he's up to. Revisiting. See what all the other 19-year-olds are up to. It's been a while. And it's great. It's great. He was making me laugh. Like, it's one of those things where it's like when I watch something and I'm by myself and I'm laughing out loud, like it's like this is good. It's good stuff. It's fun when you can find those types of things. Anyway, I have to get going into this section of the compound, into this section, so that we can go and do the things that we got to do. Thank you for watching this episode. Thank you for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hashtag Dorbstaward in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for all of your big cat goodness. And if you want to learn more about the facility around me, you can always visit the website carerescuetexas.com for more information. You keep them tigers fed. Big shout out to the extra fancy patrons. I see you. You're so fancy, and thank you so much for your continued support. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
The webcast is now over. Thanks for watching. You should like and subscribe for more Big Cat content.